Margaret. I love your books. You have opened my eyes to the book. That's one of the big things. That's another reason why I wrote Voyage of the Defiance and Dust. Voyage of the Defiance has actually been read at by a large number of students, especially female students, at a local charter school. And yeah, they're all asking me when's the next one coming out. And I had a principal at one of the schools read Voyage of the Defiance, and she said this should be required reading for every student. She said because it's so uplifting, and it's, you know, just the way you presented it. It's okay to hurt, and it's okay to say I'm going to do the right thing, even though it's a hard thing. It may not make me the most popular. And so, you know, I wrote that story. It had been in my head for over 5 years. I thought it was going to be a single story. It's going to be a trilogy. The next one is Capture of the Defiance, which is more of a suspense thriller. And, you know, it's just one of those things that I knew if I say I'm not going to write this because it's not going to be a commercial success or not a lot of people are going to buy it, then what about that one person that it changes their life? You know, for me, listening to my dad read to me The Secret Garden and The Black Stallion made me want to learn how to read. And I didn't learn how to read until I was in 6th grade because it was so difficult for me. But I took that one book to open my eyes. And if I'm, you know, honored enough, I guess is a good word to say, if I'm honored enough to give that gift to somebody else, I mean, even if it's just one person, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. With Dust, that was one of those stories that came to me, and I just fell in love with characters. And my grandson, that's the first book. My grandson's been asking me. He's 11, and he's a very, very avid reader. Yay! Not like his mommy. Yay! But anyway, he kept saying, Nana, when are you going to write a book I can read? When are you going to write a book I can read? And he's very proud of me. And I discovered my kids are all very proud of me, which is, you know, I'm like, oh, thank you. But AJ read Dust, and he was like, you know, first of all, oh, Nana, you put Pop's truck in there. And I'm like, yeah, I did. But he really, really loved the story. And I had 2 reviews posted to Amazon. One was a woman who said her son read the book and was afraid to read any other books because he didn't think that any of them would be as good. And another was a post from a 12-year-old girl who said that she's telling all of her friends about it because it was the best book she had ever read. And so to get that kind of kudos from, you know, from the younger population tells me I did the right thing in writing these stories and sharing them with the world.